Hello everyone, welcome to MCQs for judiciary exams. Question number 1. What can courts do if an investigation agency unduly delays filing a cancellation or a final report? Option A, always excuse the delay. Option B, grant unlimited discretion to the agency. Option C, treat the delay as unjustified and impose costs or deductions. And option D, automatically dismiss the case. The correct answer is option C. In Keemti Lal versus State of Punjab and others, the Punjab and Haryana High Court held that a 15-year-old delay in filing a cancellation report was unjustified. The court imposed rupees 1 lakh cost, emphasizing that agency discretion is not absolute and excessive delay undermines justice. Question number 2. When is circumstantial evidence enough to convict an accused? Option A, single evidence is enough. Option B, complete unbroken chain pointing to guilt. Option C, only confession counts. And option D, supportive witness statements only. The correct answer is option B. The Supreme Court in Nagamma alias Nagaratna and others versus State of Karnataka held that circumstantial evidence must form a reliable, cogent and unbroken chain leading solely to the accused's guilt. Question number 3. Decree for payment of money may be executed by option A, detention of judgment debtor in prison. Option B, attachment and sale of property of judgment debtor. Option C, both A and B. And option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option C. Section 51 of the CPC outlines the various modes a court used to enforce a decree. For money decrees, arrest and detention are only possible under specific circumstances after giving the judgment debtor an opportunity to show cause. Section 53 of the CPC addresses the liability of ancestral property by stating that property held by a legal representative and liable under Hindu law for a deceased ancestor's debt can be treated as the deceased's property for the purpose of executing a decree. Question number 4. Section 75 of the Indian Contract Act is applicable on option A, initially voidable contracts. Option B, subsequently voidable contract. Option C, none. And option D, both. The correct answer is option B. Section 75 of the Indian Contract Act indeed states that a party who rightly resigns a contract is entitled to compensation for any damage sustained due to the other party's non-fulfillment of the contract. Question number 5. Under which section of the CPC applies in all proceedings under Land Revenue Code when no express provision is made? Option A, Section 43, Option B, Section 44, Option C, Section 42, and Option D, Section 41. The correct answer is Option A. Section 43 of the CPC deals with the execution of decrees passed by civil courts in places where the code does not apply. It allows for the execution of such a decree in another territory where the code does extend if the decree cannot be executed in the court where it was passed. It's the time for practice question. Chapter 3 of the Specific Relief Act is related to option A, rescission of contracts. Option B, rectification of instruments. Option C, both A and B are correct. And option D, none of the above. Pin down your answers in the comment section below.